Hi everyone, I'm going to attempt to do some filming. There's a racket in the background as Tom is chipping up a tree that had fallen over. But I'm at the nursery here, and what I'm looking at right now is a compost mix, which I'm going to be using as a seedling mix today. So this one is a mix of 1/3 18-day hot compost, 1/3 goat compost, which is coming from the goat pen and has been composted, and 1/3 sand. And so we're going to put that in this seedling tray here, and then I'm going to put in some seeds. Okay, so I've filled the tray up with compost. However, I'm going to have to tampen it down a little bit, because what happens is, if you have a look here, I'll just find one, it actually needs a little bit of a firming up there, because otherwise when you water it, all the soil will actually move through the hole at the bottom. So we want to tampen it down so that it doesn't move through the hole at the bottom, and I just do that with 2 fingers like that. Okay, so I've tampened it all down with 2 fingers in each hole. So now I'm going to put more soil on top and leave that on there loose, and then I'm going to proceed with adding seeds. So I've added the compost on top again, and now I'm going to start with our seeds. Now with the seeds, it doesn't actually have a description on the packet as to how deep they need to be. But as a rule of thumb, I look at how big the seed is. If it's a small fine seed, I only put it up to maybe 1/2 centimetre down. And if it is quite a large seed, like beans for example, they go about 2 centimetres down. So I just press them in lightly with the smaller seed. Most of the ones that I've got here at the moment, they're all smaller seeds, so they're going to be in up to maybe 1/2 centimetre down. Okay, now I've put some seeds in there. You probably can't see these because they're quite small, so these ones I just push in a little bit. Then there's some bigger ones there. I'll push them down a little bit more, just a wee bit more. These ones are fairly fine as well, so they go in, and then there's other ones that you can't see again, and they're only in a little bit. Now these are flower seeds that I'm planting here. I just got some new seeds. As you know, during the coronavirus, there's very limited seed places, and I actually found a place that had some seeds available. So I ordered some, and I've never ordered from them before. So I'm actually going to just do a tray of mixed vegetables and flowers and see how they germinate. So I'll just a little bit of soil on top, and that's my first 3 rows. Okay, I've done 2 more rows, so I'll just press them in. They're cauliflower seeds. Don't know whether you can actually see the seeds or not, but they're there. And then I'll put some more compost on top. And flatten it off. Now, as you can see, there's a tag there, so I tag everything. I write it down as I go, so that I don't get confused as to what's where, and this will help me keep track of what I've planted, and then I know what is going to actually come up and what isn't. Okay, and here we are in the greenhouse. So this is where we put our seeds or seedlings in trays, and this is where they will sprout and come up. So all our babies are in the nursery, so to speak. So now the only thing that is left to do for me is to water those in. So I'll start doing them now. Okay, I'll try and film this as I do it. So I've got a bottle here with a little attachment which has a spray So there's still, the spray is still a bit big in some places, but that's just because it's broken. But we haven't been able to get a new one of those yet. But as you can see, I'm just giving it a sprinkle and make sure that I make it nice and wet. And then here in the nursery, we water the nursery every day. So in the morning, we always water our nursery. Unless of course it rains, because it's only shade cloth over the greenhouse, so there's no roof or anything over it. So if it rains, we don't need to water it. Okay, I'm going to give it a little bit more water and then I'm done. Whilst I'm here in the nursery, I'm just showing you our cage. So normally all our planted seeds go into the cage so that the mice and rats can't dig them up and eat them. Unfortunately, with the large trays, we can only fit 3 of the large ones in. And the other ones will have to be outside. Now we've already had a little bit of rat and mouse activity. As you can see where the beans are planted, they're coming up, but there's been a bit of soil disturbance there, so I'd say that we would have had some rodents go in there and trying to eat the beans. We also have some more seedling trays planted up there, and they're only just coming up. Yeah, so it is our nursery. Hopefully that in a few weeks we've got a nice few trays of seedlings that we can plant the next section of the Syntropic out.